Alright guys, we are broadcasting. I've got to get a message typed out for my chat, unfortunately. I did change my setup a little bit though, so I don't have to go turn the overhead light on. I'm still not a fast typist. I used to be a lot faster because I used to use the keyboard all the time. But I do not use the keyboard a lot now. Well, the one on my cell phone, but that's not the same. Alright, there we go. And I'm done. I did not have to get up and turn the overhead light on. So we're going to be on Riverbend Springs. I do need to make sure I have everything activated. Larger animal pens. That'll be nice. Hello, welcome. I hope I have my microphone going this time. I believe I do. I just downloaded this mod right here. This bigger animal pens or barns or whatever. I can't read it. That's one thing I need to do, as a matter of fact. Not being able to read that reminded me, I didn't even move my TV over closer to where I can see it. And that's why I bought a rolling stand. Now, if I was in school, I'd be happy to see that, because that would mean could take a nap or something while the video was playing. All right. All right, now, still barely can read it. Bigger animal barns. I think I got a couple other things here too. That one we don't need because it's a duplicate. I don't know how I got two of the same thing. I got this right here. It's a harvesting, foraging harvester. Foraging harvester. So that might be interesting. We might use that. But I got to find out if I can pull a trailer behind it. I don't know if I can. Whoops. I think I skipped something. There we go. That thing looked cool. Now let's see what else. I think there might be something else. Maybe not. I guess I got them all. All right, here we go. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at contracts. Well, we'll take a look at the map. So let's pull the map up. And we're going to sleep, and then we're going to be able to harvest this field right here, or this group of fields. But before we do that, I want to look at contracts. What time of day is it? Let's go back out. Yeah, see, it's only 10:45 in the morning. So let's look at contracts. I don't know why it glitches like this a little bit to start with, and then it picks up. It didn't do that before. Now it is a little bit glitchy. That should stop. Last time it stopped. Okay, so now let's look at contracts. See what we might see. Here's cultivating. We can do a cultivating contract. Would be okay. I don't really want to do fertilizing. Here's a couple of harvesting. What do we have there? Spinach and red beet. That's probably not going to be something I want to do. Mowing, no. So probably the only thing we might do, I don't even know if I want to fool with it, would be the cultivating. I don't even know if I want to fool with that. $1,300. We could advance the clock an hour. Let's do that instead. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's just run the clock for just a minute. We're just going to see if it changes the contracts. Okay, now that's 11 o'clock. So while that clock's running, did it change contracts? No, it did not. So let's let it run one more hour and see. Otherwise, we'll just go sleep. It'd be nice if we could do a couple of contracts. But we'll just let one more day run out, tick out, or one more hour, not one more day. And we'll see if it changed the contracts. It seemed like before they were changing at 11, but that might not be accurate either. I don't check it every hour on the hour. All right, see, we made some money. We sold some eggs, actually. Wow, that's pretty good right there. Okay, so now let's go back. So apparently it's not going to let us change that. So we'll just go back, put the clock back. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do to find out what we can do. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, we'll just go sleep. We'll just do it that way. Really should have gave it one more hour or a half hour. We can actually go to the half hour if we want to. Oops. There we go. Oh no, we got snow. And we wanted to harvest. Oh no. I can't believe it. We want to, oh wow. No contracts, is there? But we do have the field ready to harvest. And then if we have to, we can sleep again. We could sleep again and come over here if we have to. But we should, well, this is not going to take the whole time to do this one field, so we probably will end up sleeping again, but I don't like having all this stuff due on the same day. So if we can take care of our field and then do some contracts also, would be nice. Okay, it looks like the snow's gonna, well, I don't know if the snow's gonna stop or not. We'll get set up ready to harvest. I'm really thinking about switching to a forage harvester and pulling a trailer behind it, but probably only if I can pull the trailer that we already have, or one like it. But it may not let us harvest. I should be able just to leave that trailer sit right there. Drive around these guys. I should park those guys inside. I don't know why I don't park them inside the building. That's what I have it for. Now, I'm wondering how long this snow is supposed to last. There is a way to find out. Oh, right here. 12 o'clock. Up until about noon. Okay. So we want us to get past noon. So let's let the clock run. It'll only take a minute to get there, less than a minute. And we're making money while we're doing it. It's snowing hard enough we'll lose some yield. But this should work. Now it's starting to stop. Let's see, we'll see if we can't start like right over in here somewhere maybe. It doesn't say I'm going to lose any yield if I harvest. It should put a warning up there. So I think we're okay. Our newest acquisition. I got to remember that we have a $500,000 loan we have to pay back. So what money we have up there really does not belong to us. Now this we're just going to take over. We're going to have to use it. If I can pull this wagon behind this trailer behind a forage harvester, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to find out. I don't know how to find out other than to actually get a forage harvester and see. So I might lease one just for the purpose of finding out. That might be the thing to do, to lease one just to see if I actually can use it the way I'm thinking. In the meantime, we can. I like the way that folds up on the side there. Oh, oh yeah, we jumped off the bridge, remember? We jumped off the bridge onto the barge. It was funny. You couldn't actually stand on the barge. It wouldn't let me stand there. I had to keep running in the direction the barge was moving to stay on it. I have to drive in this view, guys. Richard, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you. Now let's see. We're gonna need. All right, good. I'm gonna go grab the plow. Because we're gonna need that, but before we need this, we'll just park right here. We'll grab this guy. And I think what we're going to do, maybe, is we will dedicate this guy to the fertilizer spreader. For the time being. We'll go ahead and drive him over here. And we'll just leave this guy sit like right over here for now. Whoops. A little oversteer. There we go. Now we may have to sleep for another day. Oh, look at that little tiny cultivating contract. $676. What? Cultivating deadwood. Oh, see, I don't want to have to use one of those machines. It's only $1,300. That one's a little tiny cultivating. $600. Harvesting. And that's spinach. So there's nothing we can do as far as contracts right now. There will be, though. We are harvesting, just so everybody knows. This is our own fields right here. And we may end up having to sleep so we can do these fields over here too. We'll see how it goes. Some of it depends on how tired I am at the end because I had a long day today. Now, Richard, do you know if I can pull a trailer behind a forage harvester? We're going to be changing the system a little bit, but I have to pretty much get new equipment in order for that to happen. And I was thinking, well, maybe we go a different route with the harvester also, but I don't know if it'll work. Now, I did download a new mod. Let's see if I can find it. It should be in cars, I think. Uh, yeah, this one. I thought this looked pretty cool. A little pricey, but it will do wheelies. Wonder if we can change colors. I don't know how much of it is actually. Oh, you see, you can put attachers on here. What is a rear hitch, a front hook, a rear hitch, and a front hook? I'm not sure what we do with them. Apparently, we can pull stuff. Okay. You can put stuff on it. I did see a picture, like I looked at it, and it showed like somebody transporting a pallet of goods. Does look like we can change it. Yeah, we can change the paint. Nice. Actually, we can change the paint on a lot of it, can't we? Wow. Okay. Cool. And what else did I download? I did download another bicycle. That was not today. Forage harvesters. I downloaded What did I download? I thought I downloaded, I don't know, was it that? Oh, it might have been this one. Yeah, I think it was the pack. So then you just buy have to get the attachers to go with it. $660,000 just like this. But what I need to know is, can I pull a trailer behind it? If we can't pull a trailer behind it, then that's not going to help me at all. Hey, Rocket, how's it going? Just set up a wedding. All right. Wow. Duke, how's it going? Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool, Rocket. All right, thanks, Duke. I'm going to have to take a look. If I cannot pull a trailer like the one that I have right now, then I don't want to use a forage harvester. I'm thinking about switching and using one of those on calm lands. But we'll see how it goes. Now let's see where we're at as far as our canola is concerned. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now, see, I think in FS25 it is it's going through this stuff faster, I think. So we're not gonna be able to get much put into our silo, which I was hoping we can. But when we get our field moved over to the big field, once we get things moved over here, then we should be able, because the oil mill's right here, so we should be able to keep up with it better. And then we'll start looking at oh, this is a nice big field right here too. How much is this one? 386,000. But we could certainly use that field too, since it's right here beside the oil mill. Everything on this road we could actually use. Even down here. Just everything along this road right here would be cool. All right. Okay, Rocket, thank you very much. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll be here for a little while if you want to come back later. All right, God bless you. Okay, Duke. It's all right. Yeah, they start around my bedtime too. All right, God bless you. Thanks for stopping by, saying hello. Well, thank you, Duke. Good night. God bless. Now, I don't know if we'll get enough canola off of this field to fill the oil mill, but we've got more canola to harvest. Okay, I don't know why it chose to do that. I think there's still some bugs in some of this stuff, like the map that needs to be worked out. And it's kind of interesting because it's told me several times on the main menu that in the mod store there's mods that need to be updated, and I've updated the same mods about 10 times now. And as soon as I update them, it turns right around and says they need to be updated again. So I don't know if that has to do with the last game software update we got, and now something's kind of messed up on that part, or what, because it can't possibly need to update the very same mods every time I've got on here for the last like 10 days. Or ever since I came back from vacation. Yeah, about 10 days. I'm really wanting to find out if I can use that Crone foraging harvester. Let's empty this guy, and then let's take a quick trip to the dealership. Let's lease a foraging harvester long enough to hitch a trailer to it and see if it works. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go the other way. That tank should be full pretty quick. I might as well just sit here and wait though and see what happens. He might be able to get turned around. I don't think he'll make it this far back. I thought it was fuller than it actually was. Ah, perfect. Man, I was almost right on the money. Now we'll check the contracts here in another about 12 minutes and see if they change at 12 o'clock there, or I mean when it turns 1 o'clock. Let's look at the contracts again right here. Yeah, see, there's just nothing there that's really worth going and doing. Not for $676. And that's way over on the edge of the map, too. Yeah, that's not really worth it. Now, did that weather map say that we had more? Yeah, see, we got more snow coming tonight. Maybe we can be done. We should be done. Now, one thing I have not figured out how to do yet, guys, not that I've put a lot of research into it or anything like that, but that's making like custom thumbnails for PlayStation videos or PlayStation live streams. I'm not sure how people go about doing that. I've been working on doing a few of them for my coloring live streams, but I haven't figured out how to do them for the PlayStation yet. It's not that important to me. How much is it going to cost to lease one of these foragers? Let's see what it would cost to lease. Base price per hour, 13,000. So apparently we have to lease it. Lease it for $33,000 just to find out if I can attach a trailer to it. I think I can. It has a hitch right here, but I don't know if it's the same kind of hitch. And there's only one way to find out. Oh, I don't know if I want to spend $33,000 to find out. Wait a minute. What was this other one? See, this one here too. Yeah, now this one is much cheaper. This is a mod that I downloaded. But I don't see a hitch on the back, or is there? Yeah, maybe there is. How much is this one to lease? Well, it's only 15,000. So we'll come back to that. I think maybe I'll go ahead and spend 15,000 just to see if I can do what I'm wanting to. I don't really need to keep that forager harvester. I just need to see if I can attach the wagon that we have, the trailer that we have, if I can actually pull it. If I can pull it behind it, then it's worth doing making that change, because I only need the one header. I don't like spending that kind of money just for testing stuff, but because we put in that solar station yesterday, we are making some of that back. That's helping with the residual income. Now we'll go ahead and we will go check out that forage harvester and see if we can attach to it. We may waste some, well, we're going to waste some money, but if it will attach, then it'll be good to know that, and we may actually make that change over here on this map too and start using a different technique. So let's lease this thing. This is the one we want to lease. I don't want to actually do anything with it other than to lease it. We're just going to lease it, yes. All I want to know is if it'll pull this trailer. If it doesn't pull this trailer, it don't help us none. Man, that's got air brakes on it. It does. Ha ha ha. All right. Now, I don't even know how to use this thing. Unfold harvester. Let's take a look at it. I want to unfold it. Whoa, whoa, what's happening? And that's how we use it. In the field, just like that. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I hope it works this way. I hope it pulls it like this. Alright, well, at least I know it does attach. Now, let's see. I just spent $15,000, but it was worth it. I can't just outright buy this right now. That's too bad. But it will work the way I want it to work, so that's okay. So we can return that. We don't need to repair it or anything like that. We return it. Okay. That answered a very important question, though. Because I want to use that, put the header on it, because the header also does, it will do our arable crops, but it also does corn and sunflowers. So we don't need two headers, which will be nice on calm lands. So we may switch over on this map as well, is what I'm thinking, but we got to start making some money. And now that we have an oil mill that we also have to maintain, we will be making less cash money because we have to maintain the other crop. Now we can just park right here for right now. Well, we'll come on over here. Because I want to be able to see where we're at. There we are. Trying to think of a good place to park this thing kind of out of the way. There we go. Actually, we can move on down this way because he's working down here. I just want to stay out of its way so I'm not in the way when it gets to the end down here and wants to turn. So let's go past where he's working. I thought that was bushes. I didn't realize that was a tree sticking up right there. Alright, there we go. Alright, at least I found out something I wanted to find out because I want to use a new technique on calm lands, but probably on this map as well, but it's not really necessary on this map. I already have a sunflower header. Now we did jump on top of the barge off the bridge in the last live stream, but we could not just stand on it and go for a ride. It kept pushing us towards the back and right off the back edge. So I had to keep running the entire time to try to stay on it. So we were not able just to go for a ride around, which I thought would be kind of cool. It was a very slow ride too. Now it's too bad we couldn't just afford to buy that forage harvester and a header. I didn't want to spend enough money to lease the header as well. We could have done that, but because I would like to actually test it in a field like this. Just to make sure it's actually that the helper can work with that trailer behind it. It should be able to. Because that way, if we do that, see, like on this right here, we don't have to keep coming back and emptying the harvester, because the harvester is just automatically emptying itself into that trailer. And that trailer will hold all the grain off this field. So we can eliminate the need to keep coming over and emptying this harvester. That's my thinking. That's a nice looking setup right there now, though. Our little Vultra trailer, or our Vultra tractor with our trailer. Now, one thing I did not do, which we could do, is look at the customization. I don't know if we'd need that with twin wheels or not, but we might do it with twin wheels just in case. Well, I can't imagine why, though. We'd need to be in a field with a harvester unless we were harvesting. So we'll see what else we can have. I do kind of like twin wheels on it. We might leave that for a minute just to see beacon lights. Where are we at? Oh, green beacon lights. Orange. The green is interesting. Window tint. There we go. Exhaust. Where is the exhaust on this thing? I gotta see if I can't see anything that changes. I didn't see anything. Oh, I thought that was it on top. Exhaust black. Or is that just, oh, does that mean the exhaust that comes out? Oh, it could be. We put a long pipe on it. It's fine. Main color. What? Okay, that didn't seem to change anything, did it? So let's go back up here. Now it changed it. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's see, what is the design? Well, we might have to do that right there. Oh, no, maybe we go design color. And then we go pipe color. Another design color? What? So I don't know what that is going to do. Oh, well, I don't know. No, I think I like it better being that way, but let's check the carbon fiber. I don't necessarily like that window tint. Doesn't match the purple. It doesn't look right. See, that's the wrong color, green. So we'll just go with dark. We're up to $313,000. What else is there? I don't know what that... Oh, yeah. Okay, interior color. Well, we can go with what we want, can't we? All right. Seat color. There we go. Inner rim color. The rims are. And then the outer rim. There we go. 313,650. Now it has to have a header. So we'll come back to the headers here in just a minute. We'll find out how much this will cost for that setup. Let's look at the headers right quick. I don't know what came. I think this came with the mod right here. I think this is the one that came with that mod. Let's see, design, brands. Yeah, we can put the brand on the back of it right here, I think. Lizard. You can see it up there. We can put no and it'll take that off, but I don't mind that being on there. Main color. Yep, definitely. Design color. And then it puts some other color on the front too, the tines. And then the next design color. I want to see what this changes. Oh, that's the wheels on the bottom. Let's change this one just to see what it looks like. And leave those blades green. All right, I like that. That'll be nice. Oh yeah. Okay. And that's another $53,000. So we need 380,000. We have enough. We could buy that stuff. I just don't want to do it yet. And see, that's the one thing about we're making a trade-off. One lump sum of cash, like for this crop, but we're going to be putting it in the oil mill, and we're going to be making money off of it, but it comes in smaller doses where you don't recognize it that much. It's like you don't notice a $1 deposit into your bank account as much as you'll notice a $100 deposit. That kind of thing. All right, it won't take him too much longer. Let's look at contracts again. We did not get any new contracts when the hour passed. I thought we might, but we didn't. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break while this guy's doing that, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Oh, right on time too. Just about got a full tank. Let's see, it should be able to get turned around. We might actually get enough canola off this field to fill the oil mill. I'm not sure. We got 48,000 liters. And what do, oh. Oh yeah, we've got more than enough. So we'll actually be able to put some in our silo, which makes me quite happy. Because that's the whole idea, is to be able to have surplus in the silo that will keep the grain mill going. So we should be in good shape now with that big field. That should keep us going, I hope. I'm hoping it works out that way. And then we can introduce sunflowers, because we can make sunflower oil also. So we can start growing sunflowers in this field. But next we're going to put soybeans. We got to keep the cash crop turning over also. But then after we get the debt paid off, get our loan paid off and stuff like that, then we're going to, like in this field, we'll do canola, sunflowers, canola, then we'll do a soybean, and then we'll do sunflower, canola, sunflower. So we'll just rotate in this field, but we'll throw in the soybeans every fourth rotation. That way we keep the cash, because we got to keep a nice cash flow, so we can buy all this stuff that we need, because we still need a lot. Although on this map we're doing more agriculture like this than we are, but I still want to get into, like, I want to try grapes and olives and stuff like that. I've never done that kind of stuff before. There should be a field of grapes on here somewhere. If not, we'll have to turn one into grapes. A small field. just for experimenting. I think grapes and olives we pretty much do the same way. If we're going to do cereal, we have to do grapes. We have cows. We have to have milk, but we could buy milk for the cereal, for a cereal meal. Now, I'll tell you something I wish I would be able to find would be like a map like Calmlands that also had like this map, for example. It has all these productions that are available. So it would be nice like it on Calmlands if you still had access to all the production lines and you could do whichever ones you wanted to. That would be nice. Actually, that would be nice on every map. If the option to do those were there. I mean, you could do it on Calmlands, but I have to place each one of those factories. And I'm not good with the landscaping tools, so that makes it more difficult. I already have to I put one little silo up there, and I'm going to have to try to fix that. I might have to do that tomorrow. I didn't think about it earlier today, or I would have done that. See if I can't mess it up. But it is messed up. I have to fix it. But that's on Calmlands. I'll try to do that tomorrow before the next stream on Friday. Alar. Is that pronounced correctly? Alar? How are you? All right, good. I got it right. What time is it where you are? Okay, 8:22 p.m. All right. It is 1:22 a.m. where I am on a Thursday morning. Man, that's almost like Hawaii time. Are you on, what, Wednesday evening? Or Thursday evening? Thursday morning. Okay, it's a little confusing. Oh no. There went a sign, there went another one. I don't know if I can get through here. Or we better go on down this way. Take out some more signs. There we go. Now we can just leave this guy attached like this because we can just leave this guy sit right here for a second. Yeah, different timelines, you're right. Well, I was thinking there for a minute, you might be like, if you were like, that time was like on Wednesday night, Wednesday evening. Well, let's see, let's just hire a helper and let him do this fertilizing. I thought if you were 5 hours behind me, that sounded like Hawaii time, because I used to live in Hawaii. No, it's okay. No worries. Because I know just about everybody who comes in here is in a different time zone than where I'm at. So I always kind of like to know what time it is where people are. 8:27 a.m. Okay. Yeah, and it is 1:27 a.m. where I am. Now, it seems to me like, even like this fertilizer, it seems like it's more expensive in FS25 than it was in FS22, because it seems like that, if you look at the meter up there where that money's ticking off, it seems like it's going a lot faster than what it used to. And that's just fertilizer. That's not seed and fertilizer at the same time. So do you play on this game, Alar? And what map do you play on? I play on this map, which is Riverbend Springs, and then I also play on Calmlands. But I'm just getting that map started. Now, missed a little spot right in that curve back there, so we'll have to look and see, make sure it catches that. Alar, do you play this game? Richard, are you still around? Now, I missed just a little touch in that corner back there, but I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. That's not going to hurt us that much. It might prevent us from getting like a handful of grain. Yeah, I think we can pretty much have this tractor now will be just dedicated to this fertilizer spreader. But that's going to change too. We won't be using this at some point. We're going to switch over to the liquid, but we're going to use solid and liquid. We'll be doing the liquid for the second layer. But we're going to change this also. We're going to get a different type of seeder, different type of planter. But not yet. And we'll just let the helper go where the helper's going to go and get started. Well, it did not go far, did it? Nice. Okay, now we can take this over to the oil mill. Now it sure seems like I can feel a difference, like in driving this tractor compared to like driving other tractors. I thought there for a second I was flying my drone and crashing it into trees. Monty, how are you? How's your day? Did you sell papers today? Well, staying out of trouble is a positive thing. Now, I'm hoping that we completely fill this thing and have some left over. All right, we did. So now, our oil mill is completely full. Oh, okay. So now I'll tell you what we want to do. Oh, you played FS17 on the laptop. and PS4 Sniper. Ghost Warrior, I've seen some videos on that game. I have not played it, but I have seen some videos on it. I played Sniper Elite 5. Sniper Elite 5, yeah. I did not start playing this game until FS19. Now, Monty, what do you think? Shall we put a silo over here? Let's pull over here for a second. Shall we put us a silo over here somewhere? I think we should. Let's look at silos. Yeah, let's look at silos for a second, guys. Let's look at silos. I don't want to put like a really big one. FS17. Oh, Richard, you started on FS17 also. All right, so let's look for just a small silo. Something that we can put right down here near. That's 100,000 liters. That would hold enough to fill the oil mill, but I want more than that. Let's see. How much? See, that'll hold 1,000,000 liters. So what does this look like? We kind of got to work it around. That would hold 1,000,000 liters. So what is this one? 1.5 million. What's it look like? I kind of like that. I'm just wondering if I put something like that, I better save it first, hadn't I? We better save the game first. Let's save the game first. Because I don't know what that's going to do when I place that. Okay, now we can go back. Let's see what side we want to put it on. So I don't like the way, if it's down here, it's going to have to sit like this. I don't know if that's going to be what we want, guys. I can't tell what the contour of the land looks like, because I can't get down low enough to see it. But we're up on a hill right here. Oh wow, 2008? Okay. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this particular silo. Unless, can we get it up here somewhere? No, there's a big hill right there. I can see the contour in that land. Okay, this one's not going to work, guys. What is this? That holds 1,000,000. Grain silo. Oh, that's way too big. Way too big. How much is this? Oh, that's 90 cents. That's an about perfect number for the oil mill, but that's not what we want. Oh my goodness. Oh, we need an auger with this one. Oh, do we want to do that? I'm not sure I want to do that. Wow. What am I going to use for the silo? They're all like, oh, here, this is not bad. And this will hold 2,000,000 liters. Okay. This one we can use. We can make this one work. Yeah, we're just going to have to bring it out like this and put it as close to the road as we can get it. I'm okay with that being right there. Perfect. Because now I'll see it still put a big bump right there. But maybe we can soften that down some. It did it over here too. Oh man. Let's see how bad that is. Well, not too bad. Wait a minute now. Whoops. It's not accepted. What does that mean it's not accepted? Whoa. Whoa. Now wait a minute. Silos are used to store crops. So why can't I store a crop there? Okay, that's not making sense to me. Why will it not, whoops. Why will it not let me? I don't understand why it won't accept canola. That is not good. Alright, well, we saved the game before we set the silo. All we can do is just go out and come back in. I don't know why that said it won't work. And he's still just working away. All right. Well, I do like the idea of putting a silo over here so we can keep grain in it. I just don't have any idea what we would be able to put over here. And I want at least 1,000,000 liters. What is this? Hay and straw, bales and pallets. And these things are all like way too big or way too small as far as capacity. See, I like that. It just doesn't have the capacity. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't really have a choice, but I'm thinking I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. We might get something else at some point. At least we do have a silo on our farm. I don't know why it has flashing mirrors. But that may get fixed at some point. I'm assuming that's like a Valtra, an issue with the tractor. That's our cell station right there. Now we want to do soybeans in that field. I'm thinking is it this one? I can't remember. It used to be you could do soybeans with either the planter. Yeah, this one's soybeans. With either the planter or the seeder. But that is not the case now. You have to do it with the planter. So just park this guy right here. And this guy's going to town 12 miles an hour. Now we have, if we look at the map, we have, we've got canola growing here. We've got canola over here. Thankfully, we did just put a little bit in our silo because, well, we've got, see, this is soybeans. Once we start planting this in canola, this one field should be enough to keep our oil mill filled. That's my hope. And then maybe we'll do this field with sunflowers. And so these two fields will take care of our oil production. That's what I'm hoping. And then we can go back to soybeans. We've got soybeans here, here, and now here. And then we're going to redo this with soybeans because we've got to keep our cash flow. We have to remember that $424,000 does not belong to us. It belongs to the bank. And I keep kind of forgetting that I took out that loan. So I have to be careful about what I'm spending because I'm getting ahead of myself. I got to get that loan paid off. But I'm going to do that using the soybeans. That was kind of the agreement when I decided to go ahead and take out the loan, was that the first thing we did with that field was pay off the loan. So we should be able to do that with just one harvest. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. If we can pick up that, how much is that other field though? This triangular shaped field right here, this one. I just looked a while ago, but I forgot. 380 something, yeah, 386. So we really need that one too. We'll do that one in sunflowers. Now, one thing I was looking at, Monty, I don't know if you were here when I was looking at doing this, was I am going to buy a forage harvester. With the header. Okay. All right. So we are going to make a change to that, and then we're going to buy, where is the sprayer? Well, we need $420,000 for the sprayer. For this sprayer right here, 420,000. We could get this one, but for another 100,000. We might as well hold off and get this one. So we got to do soybeans. Got to make some money. And we probably want at least one more tractor. I kind of like for things to have dedicated tractors. Although, I don't know if we need it on this map or not. But I usually have most of my equipment will have a tractor for itself. And then I have just an independent tractor that I can run around in. But I haven't bought a pickup truck or anything like that. Not on this map. We will on Calm Lands. We'll get more into the homesteading kind of thing. This guy's doing his field pretty quickly. Considering we have seen him work at 2 miles an hour, 12 is pretty good. Let's see, how many days was it going to be before we were able to harvest this? Oh, it's going to be another, what, 2 or 3 days, probably. Yeah, probably 2 more days before we'll be able to harvest this field. Okay. I'm sure hoping that field gives us enough to pay off the loan, because that will be really awesome if it does. That will be a really good decision. Uh, probably Friday. I'll probably play on Calm Lands. I'm not real sure. What map would you prefer, Monty? Yes, I agree. Both are fun. And we might actually play on both on Friday. Well, yeah, I have some mods that can help us with that. I'm not sure how we harvest the milk and stuff, but yeah. Look here. Well, you probably already saw, but anyway, there's one of those silos that we were just looking at that will give us free total mixed rations that we can use for the cows. But I only want to do that to like start with until we figure out how to do it ourselves. Yeah, look. No, it must be back up the other way. I'll have to find it. It's in here. Here it is. Let's see. One of these, uh, it might be in containers. Maybe it's in containers. Oops. Let me see. Oh, okay, Alar. Oh, here we go, Monty. This thing right here will give us free TMR. And then this one will give us a free liquid fertilizer and stuff, which we're going to want. But this one is for there was one that said animals, because there's one that's for animals. Yeah, right here. That's the one we already have. That's the one for animals right here. And we can buy our TMR and everything right there. At least what we need to start with, hay, everything. We can buy it all right there. So we'll get one of those to put on Calm Lands. And then this one is for liquid. We'll get it. And then this one is for the bulk stuff. Or we'll end up getting one even if we don't need it. But this is the main one right here for the animals. Yeah, I don't think I ever heard of that particular, that XL Farms, I don't think I ever heard of them. Alright, where is this guy going and why is he going there instead of just continuing? I guess he's going to do his headland rows and he's got decided he's going can only start in one particular spot. Beep beep. Where's the barge? I heard it. Huh. Maybe it was just a boat horn. Well, I don't see any boats over there though. Oh, I sure do like it when they are able to just follow that curve and keep on trucking. Of course, she's only doing about a half a path. Laura, I usually live stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at midnight my time. Now I could almost start that planter. and I could have 2 helpers going at the same time. That's kind of hard on this on FS25 though. I'd like to be able to put something out there on that island. Wow, I bet the helper ends up turning the headlights on. Maybe not on the plowing, but when it comes to the planting, I bet it ends up turning the headlights on. Hire a helper. Yeah, I knew this guy was finished when he got down here. So I need a different tractor to be pulling this. That way I still have this tractor to pull our trailer with. Although we don't need it right at the moment. So Monty, I think we'll start on Calmlands on Friday. And we'll do what we have to do there, and then depending on the time, then we'll come back over here on this map. Because on here we can do contracts. So we may not have a lot to do on Calmlands, but we can figure out a little bit about getting the cows started. Yeah, it should be fun. An entirely new direction for me, but that's okay. We'll do agriculture here and we'll do animals over there. And we'll be doing agriculture there too, because we will make our own TMC and stuff. That's the goal. But just to get started with, we'll take some free help. And I guess you saw what I did with this generator that I put over here. I did this in the last live stream, but I put this thing over here. I was going to show it to Dee Dee. I don't know if she's seen this thing yet. I think this thing looks really cool. They did an awesome job with the graphics and stuff on this building. I like this thing a lot. And it's just a solar. There's actually a ladder right there. Wow. And then I subsidize it. So we make cash off of that and cash off of that. But not a lot. But I really like the way that building looks. But we'll use it on Calmlands too. I made me a new thumbnail today for my coloring live streams. I've been getting used to like transferring files with this new SSD card that I got, the external SD card. Every time I play this game, it makes me want to go fly my drone. But it's been rainy the last couple days. Yeah, I'm anxious to make another one too. There's just not a lot of places I can go that are within walking distance. I mean, I could make another like one of the follow me type videos, but I don't really know what I'd have to talk about while I'm out doing it. And it's not recording my voice like it's supposed to, so. But yeah, I'm hoping to make another drone video pretty soon. It sure is nice having a wireless headset. I can actually get up and walk into my kitchen. And if I needed to, I could bring the controller also, which is pretty cool. Could just play PlayStation from my kitchen. I would not be able to monitor chat from there though, because I would not be able to read the screen on my laptop. Of course, I think at the first part of the month I'm going to buy me a new TV, and then I could use this TV as like a computer monitor, but it's a little too big for that. I'm just wondering if we're actually going to make it. And he not have to turn the headlights on. It's a little bit like hazy or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's like foggy, a little bit foggy. So I've been expecting to see him turn the headlights on. I hope I got that microphone muted before I coughed in your ears, guys. I don't even think Dee Dee has seen my Valtra tractor yet. Now, one thing we do have to do on Calmlands, actually I might do that off camera, is right where I put that fieldwork silo at the top of our driveway, and that's always where I put it, but this one is designed just a little bit differently, I guess. And It's got that bump right at the top of the driveway. I gotta try to fix that. And like I always say, I'm not real good, well, I'm not very good at all with the landscaping tools, especially the sculpting part of it. The painting I can do okay, but I've always had trouble using the sculpting tool. So I may do that part off camera. That way I can just mess up a bunch on my own. That's true also. I wonder if by chance we could had a new contract. No, still that $676. That's weird. All right. Now, Monty, if I knew how to play this electric guitar sitting over here in the corner, then I could make my own soundtracks for drone videos. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I got a looping station, a looping machine with a rhythm. It has a rhythm machine in it. The looping station does. I don't really know how to use it. I know how to use it a little bit, but I can't play the guitar. It makes my hands hurt too much. But I always thought it would be cool if I did know how to play it, especially because I do have that looping station, and I can make like two different tracks. So there's a lot you can do with that thing, but not a lot I can do with it. But it would be real cool for somebody who actually knew how to play the guitar, and they could figure out that looping station, because then they could really make their own music for their YouTube stuff, which I think would be really awesome. I really do think it would be cool if we could put something out there on that island. I wonder if we could swim to that island. Maybe we can get out there and walk around on it, if nothing else. Whoa, it looks pretty deep. Alright, not bad. Yeah, this would be pretty cool. Put a tent out here or something like that. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. Actually get a little bit. That's like a drone follow me. Like this right here. Follow me. But right here's the problem. See those sticks coming in? That's exactly what happens. Because you can't see them until you're right there, then all of a sudden, crash. This could be a pretty cool little island. Now this part right in here, this reminds me of Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a lighthouse and it has rock all around it. And my grandson used to like to jump out of the lighthouse and crash down to the rocks below. He would throw people off of it. Believe it or not. Let's see, we gotta try to get out right over here. Nice. Oh, that's funny. Hey, get back over here. Oh, that was cool. Went for a swim. I'd like to be able to use that island. I'd put my home on that island if I could. And I haven't tried to, but I don't think it'll let me. Wonder if we can buy that. Let's look at the map for a minute. No, I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to buy it where we actually... No, we're not going to be able to buy out there. Too bad. I didn't think so. Wow, I'm surprised it has not got dark yet. Well, it's only going on 3 o'clock. Okay. So he might actually get done. I think he will before it gets dark enough for him to turn the lights on. Because I think they turned the lights on around 4:30. And there was a weight that had lights on it. I haven't seen it yet. It's a mod. And that's something I have been keeping an eye out for. Of course, I don't need it on this tractor. I'm thinking about putting a forklift on the front of this one. I have it set up for it so I can. And that way I can operate either like a lift or hay bales. But we'll do more of that stuff on Calmlands than we do on here. We'll mostly do agriculture. But we'll do baling and stuff on Calmlands. But I'll have the same tractor. I don't know why it's been foggy. It doesn't seem like the weather has changed. It's just foggy for some. Must be kind of cool outside. And maybe that fog's just coming in off this river right here. Uh, Potatoes. So this could be another one of those fields like when we buy it, if we buy it at the right time, maybe we should lease the equipment to harvest it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see. What do potatoes pay? Not too bad. And actually, it looks like the best price is the wholesale platform on our own farm. Yep, that looks like the best price. So that's cool. So we probably end up doing that. Leasing the equipment to harvest those potatoes. In fact, we might make enough money doing that to actually pay for the field itself. We did on this one. Well, not on this one, but on the big field. On that big field, we did what was this? Sugar beets. And we harvested the sugar beets, and that paid for the field. It was enough to pay for the field and for the leasing cost of the equipment too. So, how big was this field? The size is 19.1. What do we have here? This is 15, almost 16. So a little bit smaller, but still is going to get a good price. So I bet we could make enough money off that field to pay for it. So that might be the next field we try to buy on here but we're going to pay our loan off first. I don't like it when I look up there. I see $424,000, and none of that belongs to us. It all belongs to the bank. Good call, Monty. Thank you. That's kind of funny because I was thinking about that earlier. I was thinking about how I used to call that out all the time, and then you started doing it, and then we both kind of stopped doing it. But yeah, it used to be every half hour. Well, I was thinking about that earlier. I keep yawning. I'm tired. I gotta remember what this sell point is right here. I gotta remember what this is. I like it. I need to put one on Calmlands. I might have already. I can't remember. I think I put a sell point up there on the landing. I can't remember. But yeah, this gives us the highest price out of anything, so that's good. That's what we want. I think this thing looks cool. And that one thing I was showing, that solar tower, I'm going to put one of those on Calmlands too. Wow, it looks like it's doing something it's already done. What, for one row? Wow. Well, at least it's not costing me much. The money's going down a lot slower. Well, we might have to go back over there and kick a beach ball around over off that tower. Because I'd say that beach ball is back up there. I'm assuming it respawns. Almost. Got one more complete trip around the field plus part of this side over here, I think. And now we've got one more pass around the field. Monty, did you see that sunflower that Dee Dee did in her field? Alright, now why did this guy stop? What's happening? Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, why did this guy skip that big section back there? I hope it goes back to it, but I don't understand why it skipped it in the first place. I don't know why these mirrors blink. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see where the chickens are at. They should be okay. Oh yeah. They're okay. Whoa, it's a good thing we stopped. That thing kept rolling. Alright guys, we'll feed these chickens next time. We're going to save it. Friday we will start out on Calmlands, and then depending on how much time we spend on Calmlands, we'll come over here and start buying that triangle field one of our priorities, so we can do sunflowers, and that way we can be producing both canola oil and sunflower oil in our oil mill. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Monty, good to hang out with you. Richard, if you're still around. Thank you very much. I will catch you guys on Friday. Until then, God bless.